What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Break It Down, the show where we speak to some amazing artists and dissect their songs and albums and videos and hear the story that goes into the creative process. Back with us again today is my man, DJ Slim. Slim, what's going on?
What's good, family? How you doing?
We're doing well. We're doing well.
Nice
For
to
those
see you.
that don't know DJ Slim, he is a New England-based artist, major supporter of marijuana, and he's met countless celebrities, been in the game over 20 years, being an advocate for marijuana. So thanks for coming back and giving us some time again today.
Family, the pleasure is always mine. I thank you again for having me. Let me just say before we start, I don't know if I said it the last time, but I appreciate what you do for hip hop artists. You know what I'm saying? You take time out of your day to help give us a platform so we can reach the larger masses. And that's you really do work hard. You know what I mean? So I appreciate what you're doing. And honestly, I appreciate you having me on again. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So for our listeners hearing that, if you didn't catch the first episode, go back into the catalog, DJ Slim. And so this episode, we're going to get into the WeedLife album. But before we do, why don't you let our listeners know some of the celebrities that you've been able to smoke with and maybe the most fun time you had smoking with a celebrity?
Oh, really? Huh? Okay. All right. So let's see. I remember this isn't my okay. So I smoke with Redman. I've smoked with Redman several times. I got a picture on my Instagram page with Redman standing behind a bus and he's smoking weed. And that was, man, maybe 11, 12 years ago. I don't even know. But it was after a concert. And his man had called me up because I had met his man, Stack of Dollars and shit. And he was like, yo, Red needs looking for some weed. And I was like, damn, I just left the show and I'm home in Boston and you want me to come back out past the fucking show? He was like, yeah, man, Redman wants some shit. I introduced you to him. I'm like, I'm on my fucking way. It's Redman. I'm coming. I just wanted to let you know it's going to take me a minute to get there. You know what I mean? And so I hopped in the car, went out there, got a chance to meet Redman, meet DJ Cool, and chatted it up with him and shit. It was a good time, went up in the hotel and just not in his room and shit, but met him in the lobby and shit, chatted up, gave him the weed, talked about the show, blah, blah, blah. So that was like my first connection, like to see Redman and shit, you know what I'm saying? But since then, I've seen Redman. I'm in one of his music videos, honestly. Mr.
Awesome.
DL has shot music videos. Shout out to Illman and Films, Mr. DL. And so he shot a couple music videos for Redman and shit. And but I'm in one of them, and you see me. I actually give Redman a bong, a nice big vortex bong,
Nice.
and just hey man, you in Boston, I'm gonna give you that East Coast hospitality. That's what we do. This was East Coast weed smokers. Hey man, love from one to another. So that was the next time I got to meet him, but I met him previous times in between there. But other than that, Redman, I got a chance to smoke with. I think the best one that I got a chance to blaze, but I'm just gonna get right to the point. It was Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got a chance to meet Snoop Dogg, which there's pictures on my Instagram. I got a chance to meet him on two occasions. And I got to meet the whole dog pound, Daz, Corrupt,
Wow.
Lady of Rage, who were the fucking queen. Yo, Lady of Rage, she brought me up on stage while they were fucking performing because I was geeking out because I seen Lady of Rage. I mean, you think Snoop's coming by himself. I didn't know he was bringing a whole dog pound.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm backstage there and I'm like, oh shit, Lady of Rage brought me up on stage, gave me love and shit. Chatted with her backstage, even though the speakers were loud and shit. She went out there, she did her part, man. She's a fucking queen. Shout out to the Lady of Rage, man, the whole Dog Pound crew, Corrupt, Daz. Yo, we need to do a track together, guys. But definitely got a chance to smoke with Snoop Dogg, and you see a picture of me and Snoop Dogg together, joints in hand, tossing it up. You know what I'm saying? I had did this little track at the time and shit, and I was letting them listen to it. So Um, there's also pictures of him. I thought it was up on my wall. There's pictures of him listening to my iPhone at the time. He's listening to the music that I recorded and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is before Wiz was even out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I heard at the time that Snoop was looking for somebody. So you know me, I'm fucking geeking. I'm marijuana artist, Snoop. You gotta do it, man. I'll make your money. And you know, he's like, yeah, give my man your card and shit. And so I gave his manager the card. But definitely getting to smoke with Snoop Dogg and meeting him twice was definitely an honor. Definitely got to smoke with Cypress Hill. I think I got more pictures with B Real from Cypress Hill because I've met him on so many different occasions. You know,
Oh,
some
that's
is
awesome.
just meeting him backstage. There was one time, honestly, when I was with my peoples, the original Outcast and Excelsior Extracts, and we had went backstage and bumped into Mr. DL and in Dojo. Of course, we smokers, we always find each other and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we were able to gift uh, the Cypress Hill crew with edibles that the original Outcast had made. And you have to understand the original Outcast, she's a motherfucking beast when it comes to edibles and weed growing. You know what I'm saying? She's fucking amazing. And shout out to the original Outcast, shout out to Excelsior Extracts. And we got back there, we got to meet Be Real and give him shit. Like we got pictures with him holding it, and you know, they took their pictures, I took my picture and shit. And you know, just a lot of great experiences, man. Fucking got to meet Cheech and Chong. Fucking,
Wow.
I've met.
Great.
I got a track with Capadonna from Wu Tang, so of course, you know, got to see fucking Capadonna. I mean, I've met Royce the 5'9", MOP, which is my major fucking. I love MOP. I think I'm the biggest MOP fan in Massachusetts, and I think I got more pictures with MOP than anybody in Massachusetts, honestly, because I got a picture with MOP, the Mashup Posse. Shout out to Fame and Billy Dance. I got a picture with them when they first came back to Boston. When it went into Boston, it was Hot 97 or some shit like that, man. And we all got on like boo clothes or some shit like that. I mean, it's real old school, dog. And
Wow.
ever since then, shout out to DJ Lays, you know, just every time they come, and shout out to Bay Holla who introduced me to him again. You know, just connecting anytime MOP's around, I'm there. I don't give a fuck. MOP's the crew. I'm there. But yeah, as far as you know, weed smokers, man, I'm looking at my wall. Method Man, fucking Capadonna, De La Soul. I met Fantasia. I met in New York. Yo, Fantasia. I know I'm getting way off topic and shit, but Fantasia, the fucking American Idol, at her peak, at her fucking zenith. Now I'm talking about her shit. I was at New York and I had just finished hanging out backstage with De La Soul. And you know, seeing them because they were just in Boston, so then I went to New York. They knew somebody and shit, so you know, boom, I'm backstage too. Why not? Fucking around. And as soon as I left New York, I'm walking the streets, yo. This limousine pulls up in front of this hotel, and fucking Fantasia walks out. Now she walks out. Mm, mm, Fantasia walks out, homie, looking like a fucking goddess. Okay, she had fur on, and she was with this other chick who was just all legs and blah blah blah. And at that time, I had just dropped my Hemp Hits CD. And I had dropped a song called, which is my first music video. And if people don't know it, I'm gonna tell them now. My first music video I ever made was not marijuana related.
Okay.
Okay, that may
Okay.
surprise a few people. Do you know what my first music video was? Come on, let's see.
I don't. I don't.
Oh no,
No.
can you give it a guess what the topic was about?
Oh, if it wasn't weed, was it women?
Something about women. Yes, yes, it was about women. Yes, it was. I cannot lie. It was called Pussy Lick. Was the
Okay.
first single solo song. And the music video is out right now. I think that video right now, honestly, 300,000, if not more views. That's one of my highest videos and shit. Cause it was linked to my man Drew Garrity from Commonwealth Records. You know what I'm saying? And this
Okay.
was way back in the day. Shout out to Drew Garrity, may he rest in peace. Um, and so the Pussy Licking video had just came out, and I was telling her, you gotta hear this song, you gotta hear this, da da da. So I was letting her listen, you know, just telling her about it and shit. And then the picture that I'm looking up on my wall got her giving me the pussy lick that side.
Wow, that's
And I'm
awesome.
on her like this. I'm hanging on her and shit. You know what I mean? Because it's all 2 in the morning. We all fucked up. And she gave me that picture, man. And I was like, wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just fucking touched an American Idol who sings like an angel. And to back that up real quick, I'm going to make it quick. We're going to get to WeedLife. When she came to Boston a couple years later, I blew up the picture, met her after. She had got on the bus, like they rushed her outside. It was raining and shit. I ran up to the bus, knocked on the door. They were like, what? I was like, I gotta see. I'm trying to get my picture signed. I met her in New York. Blah, blah, blah. The dude's like, yo, get out of here, man. We're leaving. She said, wait a minute. You met me in New York? I said, I met you in New York when you got out the limousine and we took a picture. Can you sign it? She let me on her motherfucking bus. Fantasia, we're talking about, the American Idol, let me on her tour bus, signed the fucking picture, gave me love, and that was that. I
Wow.
mean, she's as real as it get, homie. They could have said, fuck you, homie. Get the fuck out of here. You paid for your ticket, you seen your show, keep it moving. Yo, she's as real as they get. Shout out to Fantasia.
That's a great story.
Sorry, I'm way off track and shit. I'm hot. First of all, let you know I'm smoking on the jungle cookies. Yes, I am. Sugar High Farm, the jungle cookies. And I'm smoking out of the latest thing right here. This is the coolest job. This is called the Social Smoking Click. Okay, what this is, it's a magnetic glass tip that
Whoa.
you can share your weed. So and it comes in a case, you get like 4 of these tips or as many as you want, and then they give you the extender, and then everyone gets one and you just take it off and everyone's smoking weed. So shout out to everybody. Go check out socialsmoking.com. This called the Click. It's the latest shit. I'm telling you right now, man, I swear by them and I use them even when I'm not smoking with people because these tips are the shit. So shout out to socialsmoking.com.
Wow. Excellent. Excellent. And I love all the products and stuff. I know you're deep in the game. So, especially for some of our listeners that are rolling their own, these things like the clicks, when you're in a cipher and, or even just sharing with a friend, there's a lot of practical uses for that. So that's great. I've never seen anything like that. So thank you for sharing that.
It's the latest, greatest, man. That's what I try to do. I try to get the latest product, man. And people can always check me out at puffpass.com or follow me on Instagram. And I'm always either with a new bong or some new shit that, I always like to let people know.
Awesome. All right. So let's get into WeedLife. This is an album you dropped on 4/20 of last year.
Yeah.
And
yeah, 4/20. 4/20, yes. It fucking, I expected to drop it. I didn't know at first it was gonna be on 4/20, but it was getting so close. I was like, why not? Shit.
So let's pick a song. I'm not familiar with the entire album. It looks like we've got about 12 tracks on here. Acrobatic, DJ Slipwax, Jay Tronius again, Man Freezy. Let's grab a random song. Utilize Your High. That's a song we were talking about before. So let us know how this song came about.
Yep. Well, Utilize Your High is a remix of a remix. It's
Okay.
the song that keeps coming, honestly. Utilize Your High was first recorded on my first music project called Hemp Hits. So, and that's on all music platforms right now, Hemp Hits. So Utilize Your High was the track that got a lot of attention, and there's even a cartoon video that somebody had made of Utilize Your High. And it's really cool because it's like me and fighting off lions and shit. Utilize
Nice.
My High. So check it out on YouTube, DJ Slim, Utilize Your High. But so I do a lot of shows. I mean, I performed in Vegas, I performed in California, I performed in Canada, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different places, and that song got a lot of good recognition, should I say. People really liked when I performed that song,
Excellent.
So then I MC Acrobatic, Boston's own MC Acrobatic. Shout out to MC Acrobatic, one of the best, one of my top 3 Massachusetts rappers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, his wordplay is ridiculous, and he always has these cool ass topics, and he keeps it boom bap, old school hip hop. You know, and so I've always wanted to do something with him. You know what I'm saying? And he blessed me with a verse that I put on. I believe it was the remix was on. I think it's 420 Mass. I think 420 Mass. It's on. Yeah, one of them. So the Utilize Your High with Acrobatic was the first remix from the original. And if you hear Acrobatic's verse, he does what he do. You know what I'm saying? He just I think is one of my favorite features from anybody, you know. And then so after that went through, you know what I'm saying? I had heard, no, I didn't hear. I had went by to see Mr. DL, and you know how we do. We just started smoking and smoking. No, and then he, you know, Mr. DL, he's into production. So right now he drops Ill-Mannered Film. If nobody know, he's a video recorder, he's a movie maker, he's a beat producer, he's a rapper, he's an amazing grower. He does fucking everything, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't do anything half-ass. So you know, I was there one day and he's like, yo, I got this beat, boom boom boom, and he had made up a new beat, and I was like, oh, that's different. You know, I was looking for a little something different. And he was like, yo, let me just rock a 16. And you know, Mr. DL, he just jumps right up and he doesn't write shit. He just fucking starts babbling shit off at the microphone. Next thing you know, he's fucking done 10 minutes later, and it's hot as shit. You know, it's like, how do you do it? But if anyone smokes almost more than me, it's Mr. fucking DL. So I understand he utilizes his high to the fullest on everything he does. So I would definitely say, if people don't know, check out Mr. DL, Ill-Mannered Film. He has movies on Amazon and shit. He's another person that's into the marijuana movement very heavy. Excellent. Well, so after that, I just dropped the Utilize Your High on the new WeedLife project. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and people like the different vibe change of it. You know, so because even to this day, because Utilize Your High was on my first project, and I've done like 8 projects in between there. You know what I'm saying? All of these projects on the wall. Again, the Red Eye project, which are mix CDs that I've done that people, that's not even out. You know, I've done mix CDs where I had my other crews under Puff Pass Records back in the day. I have Smokeaholic, I have The Gardener, of course, WeedLife, 420 Mass, I Smoke Good, Hemp Hits, America's Most Weeded, and the Red Eye Project too. So, I mean, from Hemp Hits, which was the first one, and WeedLife, which is the last one, all of those projects in between, and Utilize Your High is still something that people always like to see and hear, you know, so I'm just trying to keep letting it evolve, you know.
That's great. Well, let's bless our listeners with a little clip of Utilize Your High right now. This is the remix to the remix.
The remix to the remix. You are correct, sir.
All right, excellent. This is off the WeedLife album, and here's a little taste of it right now.
Every day I get it. Every day I get it. Every day I get it. Every day I get it.
Mr. DL.
Every day I get it. Every day I get it.
Utilize your high. I utilize my high from the moment that the sun comes up. That's usually the time I take my first puff. Then I get up to face the world's highs and lows, cause you never know how it's gonna go. Off to get the dough, cause I got a fam to provide for. So I work 9 to 5 plus 10 more. I own my own company, so it's off to the studio to make sure my music sounds beautiful. 50% of the time, staying away from phony MCs that claim that they run in the street. Must be cause you ain't running the beat. See me in South Beach smoking weed on the sandy beach. I utilize my high every day of the week. Market, promotion, sales, all done by me. Keeping the name Puff Pass a living entity. I wanna bring a plaque back to the bean like Ghetto G. Utilize your high, utilize your high, utilize your high. Don't just waste your high. If you smoking on that ganja, fam, don't just sit around. Get up, get out, and get something. Utilize your high, utilize your high, utilize your high. Don't just waste your high. If if you smoking on that ganja, fam. Don't just sit around, get up, get out, and get some.
So that was the Utilize Your High remix to the remix featuring Acrobatic and Mr. DL.
You are
That is-
correct.
That is on the WeedLife album released last year. Coincidentally, maybe not on 420. So how was last year for you? I know you had a lot of festivals and stuff scheduled to perform at.
Yeah, really because of COVID, I slowed down a smidgen bit. And, honestly, my personal life, I was taking care of my grandma for the last 8 years, you know what I'm saying? So I was really always really occupied with taking care of my grandmother. But at the same time, any little free time I got it when I was driving, boom, 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 in between, I was, still trying to do my music thing. But it's really now dropping it last year gave me time to get everything right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I used to drop projects like every other year, boom, 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 just doing it. But I took time before I dropped WeedLife because there are a lot of different topics to WeedLife, a lot of different variables to WeedLife. So I have a song called Lonely People, which is about opioids and opioid addiction. You know what I'm saying? Which is something totally different from weed. But if I'm a rap about something, I'm going to give you something with substance. I'm not going to give you, I'm riding around the street with my hand off my ass doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to give something. So, so Lonely People is on the WeedLife album. And I like that one because that's really something. Boom. And then I have a track on there for my wife, Jocelyn. It's called Jocelyn. And just talking about the love for my wife. But and then everything else we go weed related. You know what I'm saying? We have Bong Party, which is the reggae beat inspired by Manfreezy and the hook by Manfreezy. And it's about a bong party, me having a bong party. And will you come to this bong party? And this is what happens at my bong party, which is a track that people love for me to perform. And that's the good one. I also have a track with DJ Slipwax called Hands in the Air, which DJ Slipwax, everybody know, Massachusetts own, unbelievable DJ. He stands really second to nobody when it comes to DJing.
Shout out to DJ Slipwax.
Oh, fucking yeah. Shout out to DJ Slipwax. We were supposed to do a video for that song, man, but it summer he was out enjoying life and shit, and my times just didn't connect, man. But I still want to do the music video to that song because it was the lead song to the WeedLife, and it really set the tone for everything, and the cuts were really what I was looking for, and so the WeedLife project has a lot of different feelings. There's a song on there called Weed for Free, and it's about ladies wanting to smoke weed for free. And why would they want to fuck with the dude who's gonna say, hey, let's go half on a 50 when she could be like, yo, come check out my garden and you can blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Because ladies love to smoke weed for free. I don't know one of them that would, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, I have that. So, people aren't just getting, and it's what I try to do on all of my music projects and all of my music videos, is that I try to give, honestly, there's only so many damn ways you can talk about weed, you know what I'm saying? But I don't repeat myself, you know what I'm saying? If one album is about Smokeaholic and the other one is about smokers, you might think, oh, really, well, what's going to be so different from the last one? But when you hear the production and you hear how I'm coming on it and the flows, the topics, it's like I have a song called Daisy, and I think Daisy's on I Smoke Good, the I Smoke Good album, which is on all music platforms right now. And that's one of my favorite fucking songs, is Daisy. You know what I'm saying? It's about this lady who I met in Amsterdam on a flight on the way back. And she was coming to the US, but she didn't have no man or no shit like that. And I was like, well, yo, I ain't got nothing special, but if you want to come to my spot, you can lay your head and I got good weed for you to smoke. She was like, cool. came through, chilled with me. We were like brother and sister, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, she had went out with her friends and just started living with her friends and shit because, a couple years we stayed together. She went off with her friends and started chilling from college and shit. And then boom, next thing you know, I go to check out fucking Daisy and the cops are there, the feds, the DEA, everybody. Man. Like raiding the house, taking out all of this shit. Like Daisy's my track. I thought to get really deep into it in a fun musical way. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, when people hear one of my main singles, they think, oh, that's how it's always gonna be. It's just no, man. I got shit for you. That's why I tell people, please don't sleep. I consider myself a marijuana music artist. People are like, what is that? I'm like, I'm an artist that keeps it 95% marijuana related, but I'm gonna give you those extra little gems just so you see I can do that hard shit too, and I can do that love shit too, and I can do that whatever. I don't really go into trap and stuff, but I can't really haven't caught up on that yet. But as far as my lane as being a marijuana music artist, I do that shit very well. And I know there's a lot of people who be like, yeah, man, but you're not, you're not big. I'm like, yeah, I'm not Red and Meth. You know what I'm saying? But they have promotion and people backing them and they have that outlet shit that they can get out there and do that. I never had that outlet. I made my outlet. You know what I'm saying? I have High
Absolutely.
Time Doobie Award, from High Time Doobie Award. It was fucking hard to do that. You can't just do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel very honored to have a High Times Doobie Award. I have 7 other music awards I'm looking at right over here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I pride myself into trying to bring the best music possible, especially if it's marijuana related. But at the same time, if you look in Red and Meth, they are marijuana artists, like they rap about marijuana, but I can guarantee you, I have way more many marijuana related songs than they do. You know,
Sure.
their albums are maybe 3 songs marijuana related, if that, and then the rest of it's whatever. My albums are 12 songs marijuana related, 2 or 3 little, you know what I'm saying? I it's totally different. I mean, my Spotify playlist has like 6.5 hours worth of straight marijuana music, and I challenge anybody to say that they have more or
Well,
better.
you're doing great. All the products you're involved with, the people you're involved with, I'm sure you wouldn't trade it for anything. Let me ask you, what's your favorite song to perform?
Ooh, oh, wow, that's a good question. Um, I like Utilize Your High because it sort of gets the crowd hype.
Okay.
Um, but as of recently, because I just finished headlining the Boston Freedom Rally, which I think is one of the most amazing marijuana rallies on the East Coast. Period. Even after COVID, they came back with a great festival this year, and they pulled it off in 38 days, so that's even crazier. But I also been performing "Don't Blame Weed," which we spoke about at the last time, and that's been going over well. And I've also been giving people a sneak peek of the new single I'm about to drop. It's called "Light One Up." So yeah, man, that's a tough one. But the song that made me, like, right after I had dropped the Pussy Liquor song, I dropped "I Wanna Get High." And that song, in that music video that's out right now, has close to the amount of views that the Pussy Liquor video does. But that was my first real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, though, I think I do have to say when I want to get high, I want to be high is my favorite song to perform because it brings me back to that first hemp hits feeling. It brings me back to, like, if you see the video, I'm playing all of the characters in The Wizard of Oz. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I'm playing the Cowardly Lion, I'm playing the Tin Man, I'm playing the Scarecrow, and at the end, for some reason, I'm laying in bed waking up, but I see that Dorothy's closing next to me. I don't know what happened. I can't speak of anything. You got to go check it out. I want to be high. DJ Slim, Puff Pass Records. Go check out the video. Let me know what you think. Yeah, tell me what you think is shit. But yeah, so I always try to keep it funny with my videos, and I think I want to get high. Want to be high was the one.
Excellent. Well, all the links will be in the description below. puffpassrecords.com, DJ Slim on Instagram. Thanks again for your time. Again, my man. And let everybody know what they should go check out right now from DJ Slim.
Ooh, you know, stay tuned. I'm about to start doing a podcast called Smoking with Slim. I mentioned it before, but it's really happening now. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want people to hear me. I want them to hear my old music. I want them to hear my new music. I want them to hear unreleased music. I want them to hear, I mean, like if you tell people right now, yo, you did a track with Capadonna, I'm like, you ain't heard it? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm gonna be playing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The track with me and Ed OG. You know, I mean, I love that fucking track. You know, so I want to get people more familiar with me, and then I'm gonna be showing people pictures of me and artists that I've met, like me and the Redman, me and the Snoop Dogg, me and Sean P. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Fucking me and Swiss Beats. You know what I'm saying? Fucking me and fucking what's his name? The cat from the Ghetto Boys who had the patch over his eye. God damn it, what's his
Willie
name?
D.
Bushwick
No, not
Bill.
Willie D.
Bushwick Bill.
Bushwick Bill. Yeah.
Bushwick Bill. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just so many people that I've met, man. So I'm just gonna be talking about my situations, and then I'll be bringing people on. I might even be calling you for you to tell people what you do. You know what I mean? So that way more people can get to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So I know people who barbecue food because, you know, on my Instagram, DJ Slim Puff Pass, I also smoke meat. You know what I'm saying? So if you into smoking meat and barbecue and shit, I do that too as well, you know, so you're gonna be maybe seeing me go over barbecuers' houses and seeing how they smoke their meat and this, that, and the other, and I taste it and tell you it's finger licking fucking good and all of that good stuff, you know. So
Excellent. All right.
Yeah, man. So yeah, just the podcast is coming. New music is on the way. I have an artist named Stone Capone. He is another person, Stoned Capone on Instagram. Please follow him. This cat is the future of Puff Pass Records. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that about anybody. You know what I'm saying? He's already in. He's signed, sealed, and smoked on. You know what I'm saying? So he's good. And he just dropped a project called Reaching My Prime. So we shot the first music video. He's about to release a couple more. And then we're moving on to a collaboration project, Stone Capone and DJ Slim, aka John Tokum. We're gonna be dropping a new project coming soon. And yeah, we got tracks, man. We got tracks stacked up. So really right now I'm messing with Stone Capone and dropping this music and just trying to be more relevant, get some more shows, some more festivals. Shout out to everybody at Las Vegas Cannabis Awards. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of good shows going on, and man, I'm trying to get on. And you know, there's a lot of festivals and rallies out there that I think I need to be performing at. So if you know anybody who, this is what I'm doing is promoting and shit, you know, when I'm not doing the music. If anybody out there has a cannabis dispensary, if you having a festival or a rally or anything that's marijuana related, you got a shop that you need me to come out and bless, holla at DJ Slim Puff Pass and we can get it going.
That's right. Do it. Go follow DJ Slim and go check out Puff Pass Records. Appreciate the time, my man.
Thank you again. I hope you have a smoky weekend.
I always try to. So thank you. And to everybody out there, we'll catch you on the next episode and smoke them if you got them.
Stay high, people.
That's right. Words of wisdom. Thank you, my friend.
Peace, family.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Break It Down. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcast. If there's a song or video you want us to break down with an artist, hit us up on social media at Own Lane Music, or hit the artist up directly and mention our show. Maybe we can talk to him. That's it, everyone. Peace out.